Yung mga projects dapat ma-protection na ng communities, ngunit ang nangyari, kabaligtaran. Kanina po, binabanggit ko na marami na kaming kinausap na mga ehensya ng ating pamahalaan. Yung AMLAC po nakahanda sang-ayon sa due process na hinihingi na ngayon ay kanilang pinatutupad na, kayo po'y kanilang tinutugay-gayan na mapipris po ang inyong mga assets. Nag-call na rin po kami ng outlook sa immigration. Sa mga kapatid, lahat po ng maahensang dapat nakausapin nandyan na. Ang pick-up, nakahanda po kayong iparibok lahat ang mga lisensya sa sandaling mapatunayan natin. Ang DPWH may karapatang mag-blacklist yan sa ilalim ng kanilang pamamahala. Pwede po namin sigurong sabihin na makipagtulungan na kayo. Sa tingin namin, kayo naman ang hindi most guilty. So siguro pwede nating pag-usapan na sa ngayon, iniisip namin, baka para lang maingganyo kayo makipag-cooperate. Sabihin na natin, wala mo ng criminal prosecution. Kasi po, plunder lahat ang lalabas nito. Bilyon-bilyong piso po ito. Kaya kung sakali po na kayo ay ma-prosecute, puro plunder po ito. Alam namin na mabigat ito. Inaasahan nyo ba na kayo lang ang magdudusa dito? Na kung magturo kayo halimbawa ng mas may malalaking pananagutan dito, sino sa DPWH ang may kagagawa nito? Ituro po ninyo. Sino po sa mga funders, sino po mga politiko na may kagagawa nito? Ituro po ninyo. Kayo ang magiging liability nyo lang, siguro civil damages. Kung papayag kayo, you indemnify the government. Ibalik nyo yung pera na nawala. Patulong kayo sa mga insurance companies na nag-post ng mga bonds para hindi kayo masyadong masaktan. Kung matutukoy pa ninyo kung sino-sino yung mga yan sa tulong ng Insurance Commission. Ibig ko sabihin, para hindi kayo ang magigitin lang ng leeg, magturo na kayo. Yan po yung gusto namin mangyari rito. Bagamat meron pong nagbigay na ng mga feelers, ngunit hindi namin alam kung paano namin kayo matutulungan hanggat hindi po kayo magsasabi talaga. Meron po talagang sumulat sa amin na nagsasabi na gusto na nilang magtapat. Ngunit, ang sabi nila, nanganganib po ang buhay namin at ang buhay ng aming pamilya. So kayo po ang magdesisyon dyan. So let's proceed. Sino po ang gustong makapagtanong?
Before that, Mr. Chair, I would like to request the COMSEC to administer the oath to all resource persons present here today.
May I proceed, Mr. Chair? To all those who are here for the first time, kindly stand and raise your right hand. Stand, please. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this proceeding? Thank you. For the record, everyone said yes, Your Honor.
The minority there may want to... ikaw muna.
With the permission of the chairman and, of course, our President Pro Tem, I'm very much concerned about the legislation that we can come up here, Your Honor, Mr. Chairman. There has been a brewing controversy not only with the DPWH but also with the attached agency under the DTI, particularly PICAB, which was created by Republic Act 4566 in 1965. As a matter of fact, in that Republic Act, the 3 board members of PICAB should be submitted to the Commission on Appointments, which they have never done. It was amended by PD 1746 in 1980, but I think it's about time we amend this, Your Honor, Mr. Chairman. Right now, the PICAB, the Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board, is under the CIAP, the Construction Industry Authority of the Philippines, which is an attached agency to the TTI. Palagay ko, after this series of questions that I would like to propose, Mr. Chairman, we would be able to come up with a law or an amendment to 4566 so that we may streamline these issuances of licenses and the like as far as contractors are concerned. So with your permission, may I proceed now?
Proceed.
Thank you. Mr. Chairman, the Alpha and Omega construction and the St. Timothy constructions were included in the top 15 flood control contractor list by President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. On the SEC papers, ibang owners and composition of the company, but in actuality, alam naman ng lahat na iisa lang ang may-ari nito. Alpha and Omega, St. Matthew, St. Timothy, and St. Gerard Construction Corporations were registered in the SEC and PICAB with different addresses, but all in Pasig City. However, in the 2022 case of St. Timothy et al. Versus the BIR, with CTA case number 10472, iisa lang ang address nilang lahat. Number 35 Tatco Compound, Jacinto Street, Malinaw, Pasig City. Now, my question for PICAB is this. For PICAB and the SEC, do you agree that there is material misrepresentation? Saan sila hahabulin kung iba-ibang ginagamit na address?
Mr. Chair, may I request my Executive Director to answer? Attorney.
What is the name of the person who will reply to the query of Senator Soto?
Your Honor is Attorney Herbert Matenzo, the Executive Director of the Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board.
You are the chairman. You cannot answer for that. Engineer Daca, you come in with very strong credentials. As a matter of fact, friends of mine have been calling me, telling me that you are a man of honesty and integrity. Why are you pointing to your executive director?
Our Executive Director runs the day-to-day activities of PICAB, Your Honor.
Was he administered the oath? Not yet. Mr. Chairman, may we ask that the person that Engineer Daca would like to answer be administered the oath?
Before we continue, Senator Soto, let me just acknowledge the presence of Senator Risa Ontiveros and Senator
Morning,
Annie
Chair.
Marcos.
Where is he? Administer mo na.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole
So the question, Mr. Chairman, there is material misrepresentation, is it not? Saan sila hahabulin kung iba-iba ginagamit nilang address?
Good morning, sir. I would like just to confirm, sir, that we are unaware of the CTA case filed by St. Timothy in the Court of Tax Appeals. In that regard, sir, we will check onto this, sir, and verify po the address that was in our database. But considering, sir, that the address that was given to us remains to be there, sir, then...
You are allowed to sit down, please.
Morning, sir. Herbert Matienzo po, Executive Director of the Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board. With regard to the case po filed with the CTA, the Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board is unaware of the filing of the case po of St. Timothy against the BIR. But then again, sir, we will look into that case, check the addresses po given, and in case there is a misrepresentation, sir, then the PCAB has following the rules on license contracting.
Therefore, your answer to my question is a yes.
Yes, sir.
But you're saying that you're not aware of the CTA case?
Yes, sir. Yes, Mr. Chair.
Brad, you're under oath, huh?
Yes, sir. We are not. I am not aware
I
of.
was given a different information by the palace. Friday afternoon, after you guys met me in the morning.
We will check our record, sir.
I'm warning you, Brad. Be careful, ha? Basta you answer it truthfully, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. You're not aware of the St. Timothy case?
I am personally not aware of the St. Timothy case filed with the city.
I'll hold you to that. All right? Okay, now. Also, the mentioned companies, including Elite Construction Corporation, have different authorized managing officers to represent the contractors. But the beneficial owner is the same. It has interlocking directorship. May corporate layer ba? Are you aware of this scheme, Engineer Takay?
No, sir, we're not.
So where are your mechanisms to flag companies misrepresenting through corporate layerings or fronting? Because it seems that the contractors, they just make another corporation and even sole proprietorship if you deny them their license.
Actually, Your Honor, we operate on the presumption of regularity. We have a checklist of documents that they have to submit via an online portal, and these are evaluated for actually their style and substance. And if the papers and the documents are found to be regular, then there is a recommendation for the approval of your license.
But Mr. Chairman, Engineer Takay, in the IRR governing licensing of contractors in the Philippines, Section 3.3, letter K says, the licensee must at all times observe and adhere to the letters and spirit of the Code of Ethics for Contractors. PCAB is the circumvention of the law by misrepresentation of address and composition of the corporation. Isn't that this a violation of this section?
It certainly is, Your Honor.
It is. Okay. Now, regarding the equipment capacity requirement, also, as stated in Section 4.5D of the IRR, the invoice of each equipment and its certification of registration with its official receipt are required. So again, I ask the PCAB, if you already reviewed, scrutinized, and compared all the equipment documents of Elite Construction, Alpine Omega, St. Matthew, St. Timothy, and St. Gerard Construction, these corporations, ang office, iisa lang ang building nila. Hindi kaya pare-pare yung equipment lang ang pinakita at sinabi sa inyo?
Your Honor, they are asked to submit certificates of registration for each unit of equipment. And
Certification, but you do not inspect?
You mean, Your Honor, the actual
Physically, yes.
units? No, Your Honor.
You do not. Ito isa sa mga nakikita nating nagiging problema natin dito, Your Honor, Mr. President. Now, all of this, ang pagkakaalam nga namin, ang may-ari nito ay sila Mrs. Diskaya, and Mrs. Diskaya is here. So, Pwede po bang, Mrs. Diskaya, pwede po bang ibalita nyo sa amin, ikwento nyo sa amin yung mga napanood namin sa inyo sa television na sinasabi ninyo? Kailan po kayo unang nagkaroon ay kumita ng bilyon sa construction industry? Anong taon po yun?
Good morning po. Billion po.
Opo, kwento nung, narinig po namin sa television, sinasabi nyo sa interview nyo dahil tinanong kayo kung anong naging gateway para gumanda ang buhay nyo. Sabi nyo kayo hindi naman nakakaangat nung araw. At tapos sabi ninyo ay noong DPWH na kami. Yun po yung sagot ninyo So, at tinanong kung magkano at sabi nyo bilyon. Kailan po itong unang bilyon na kumita kayo sa DPWH?
For the knowledge of everyone, so St. Gerard, Alpha and Omega, we have been in the construction business for 23 years. So I would presume na in the 23 years, pwede naman siguro kami po kumita. Yung billion, when I said DPWH, because prior to that, we were in local government. So ang hirap makasingil sa local government. They spliced the video that was taken of me and just mentioned the DPWH. So, contractor na po kami for 23 years.
So you're saying that the television station and the persons interviewing you edited your answers?
I think so, sir. Kasi I did mention that I was doing local government as well as private po.
If I may, with
the permission of the chairman, Senator President Pro Tem.
Ma'am Sara, ano ba naging trabaho niyo bago kayo pumasok sa mga kontrata sa gobyerno?
My father was a contractor before.
Nangongontrata rin
pero
siya?
yes po,
Nangongontrata rin sa
for
DPWH?
LGU po. LGU, and then ako I worked sa ibang bansa. Yun po.
Anong work mo sa ibang bansa?
I was a dental receptionist and an orthodontic nurse.
So you are a doctor? Nurse?
No po.
Yung asawa mo, ano trabaho?
He works sa isang development corporation. And him and his brother.
All right, Mr. Chair, I would like to reserve all my questions if my turn comes already.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, to continue. Senator, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman,
Okay, with the permission of the
Senator
Minority Leader.
Soto, the Minority Leader. Ma'am, very clear man yun sa video na sinabi mo. Kung kailan kayo kumita ng malaki, sabi mo, noong nag-DPWH na kami. Ngayon, gusto mong i-attribute yung wealth ninyo going back noon pa sa tatay mo, noong nagsimula kayo ganon. Pero very clear, the video won't lie. Sinabi mo, noong nag-DPWH na kami.
Yes po.
So, kailan ba kayo nag-DPWH?
Parang sometime in 2012, nag-start kami with DPWH.
Can you be definite with your answer? Parang 2012? Oh, please, because you're under oath, please
Yes po.
make sure of your answers.
Sometime in 2012, we started with DPWH. We started with joining biddings. Pero prior to that, we were with local government.
Yung mga flood control projects, kailan kayo nag-engage ng flood control projects sa DPWH?
Siguro mga 2016 onwards.
Please make sure of your answer.
Yes po, 2016 onwards po.
2016 onwards?
Yes po.
2016 onwards. May follow-up
Yes,
ka
sir.
ba? Okay.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
All right. Kasi based on your... Una sa lahat, would like to clear the reason that we're asking you this, and centering on you at the start. ganun din ang gagawin namin takbo doon sa ibang mga kontratista rito na ibitin natin na nasa top 15 ng presidente. Nasa top 15 ng presidente, may mga flood control projects, mayroong guni-guni, mayroong ghost, mayroong nagawa, may nagawang palpak, okay, may nagawang tama. Ngayon, tapos marinig namin yung kwento sa television na tungkol doon sa sinasabi nyo na napakarami ninyong kinita at ika nga sa DPWH to 2016 kayo nag-umpisa sa DPWH. Pero yung mga pinakitang mga sasakyan ninyo ay 2022, 2025, 2024. So, lately, yung matindi, hindi po ba, na mga income ninyo? Mga anong taon kaya sa tingin ninyo? What year would you say that you were able to engage or be able to get projects from the DPWH for flood control projects? What year?
Yun nga po, nag-start kami makakuha ng pailan-ilan, pero 2016 po onwards. Po. Yes.
2016 onwards. In 2017, how much did you pay the BIR on your income tax?
Sorry, I don't have the data on me right now kasi I have an accountant that handles that po. Pero I can get it for you.
Yes, please. May we request that
Yes, po.
we find out how much your income taxes were paid from that time, 2016 to the present. No?
Okay po.
All right. Now, Mr. Chairman, in 2015, St. Gerard, which you own also, no, Mrs. Discaya, was suspended by the DPWH. In 2020, they were blacklisted by the DPWH. However, St. Gerard's pickup license was renewed and is valid from July 1, 2023 to January 28, 2026. For St. Timothy, which you also own, it was found out by the President that the 2023 Bulacan River project amounting to 96.4 million was deemed completed even in more than 200 meters of revetment were not built. St. Timothy's pickup license was also renewed 2025 to 2027. So, Engineer Takay, what is the basis for the renewal despite the issues in their previous projects?
Sir, Mr. Chair.
Engineer Takay, can you not answer? You're the chairman. Bakit itong executive director ang pinasasagot niyo na pinasasagot?
Yeah, the blacklist that was issued by the DPWH, Your Honor, has certain time limitations. So, once a notice that the project has been completed, then the blacklist is lifted. And PICAB actually limit of responsibility is we can only institute disciplinary action upon a complaint or a verified violation.
Ibig sabihin, pag walang nagko-complain, sige lang na sige.
Mr. Chair.
That is the limit of our responsibility, Your Honor.
The IRR, Section 4.2, states that disqualification under letter CA, involvement in any construction, malperformance of grave consequence, PICAB, under this section, hindi sila, are they not disqualified for renewal?
The blacklist, Your Honor, is issued by the DPWH. If the blacklist is lifted by the implementing agency, then their licenses can be renewed. However, we also have another mechanism that if there is a verified complaint or complaint from the LGUs or from the implementing agency, then we hear the case and then apply the penalties that are commensurate to the offenses that are being committed. For example, Your Honor, the DOLE reports to us a lot of infractions that are committed by contractors, such as unlicensed contractors implementing construction work, unsafe practices resulting in the death of people in the workplace, and we act upon that immediately. In fact, Your Honor, we submitted, upon the request of the BIR, we submitted last July 25 our transmittal regarding the request for the documents of the construction group of Diskaya, because if and when the Bureau finds out that their papers are not actually compatible to the papers that are submitted at the PCAB, then we will suspend or revoke all of their licenses automatically, because there is now complaint. And we have communicated with the Bureau. In fact, I have met with Commissioner Lumagi once, and we have responded to their letter, and along with our letter, we have submitted reams of documents for the Bureau to review, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair,
Mr. Chair,
may I
with the
wait, before
permission of the Minority Leader.
before we proceed, let me acknowledge first the presence of our Majority Leader. A quick question, Commissioner. Yung imposition ng suspension is Section 99 ng RA 12009. Blacklisting is under Section 100, correct? Pareho namang nalilift ang suspension and blacklisting. There's no problem there because it's in the law. I think the trajectory of the Senator Soto's question, kung paano natin madidisiplina. Why don't you, for example, resort to Section 101 of the same Republic Act? Kasi dito sinasabi niya, imposition of blacklisting with perpetual disqualification. I believe kung ang pinag-uusapan ay ghost projects. Kasi makikita mo pagka blacklisting and perpetual disqualification, dapat recidivist na siya, ulit-ulit na siya, 3 or more. Kapag ka ghost projects ang pinag-uusapan, I think this is 10 times over. Halimbawa, nakalagay dito sa blacklisting, corrupt, fraudulent, collusive, and coercive practices. Katulad ng ghost, drawing up or using forged documents, ghost projects. Hindi po pwedeng mag-apply yung Section 101, but there is a perpetual disqualification of this. You have to look into this. Yun siguro ang gusto mong puntuhan ng Senator, di ba?
Yes, sir. Mr. Chairman, thank you,
And
sir.
then I think we have to put a limit muna, sir. Kasi medyo gusto nang magtanong
Sige.
yung iba.
Sige,
makakabalik ka naman, boss.
I'll try to wind up for a while.
Yes.
Marami pa po akong tanong eh. My point here is that I want to amend the law creating the PCAB. Kailangan lagyan ng mas matinding power, mas maraming koordinasyon at coordinate sa DPWH, hindi lang sa DTI. So my line of questioning is towards that. Kung ano mga naging performance nyo, ang ginagawa ninyo, paano kayo paano yung dinidisqualify, paano yung license ninyo. I heard you have 45,000 accredited contractors nationwide. Mambigat eh. Tapos, ang sabi niyo, maliit na kumpanya kayo. Maliit na agency lang kayo. Tatatlo yung board member nyo. Yung 2 board member mo, are you aware that they are contractors also? Engineer Takay?
Yes, Your Honor. I am aware. In fact, EGB has actually filed a voluntary leave of absence the day after their name appeared on the list of the president.
So when they were appointed by whoever, President Duterte or President Marcos, Because I know for a fact you were appointed by President Duterte originally, di ba?
We'll give you more time, Senator Soto, para yung iba gustong magtanong.
Sige.
Let me just re-emphasize, lahat po dapat makapagtanong, but ilimit muna natin sa first 5 minutes. Pagkatapos pag may time tayo, balikan po natin ang bawat isa. Senator Tulfo.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. For PICAB, kay Engineer Dakay, alam nyo, Engineer Dakay, kung gugustuhin, may pamamaraan. It says in Section 29, Republic Act number 4566, pwede po kayo mag-imbestiga at gumawa po ng action, suspension, revocation of license kung meron po mga report. Tama po?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So, nasa inyong kamay kung pwede nyong i-revoke. Hindi po ba kayo nag-iimbestiga na maaring yung ilang mga tao ninyo ay naareglo at nababayaran kaya bigay na lang na lisensya? Take the case po dito sa Diskaya. 3 na po ang kumpanya, isa lang may-ari. Pag na-blacklisted, apply. So, ibig sabihin po ba, kung may kumpanya ako, mabablacklist, gagamit lang ako ng ibang pangalan, mag-a-apply ako, pwede na naman. And then I can apply again, same project or same agency, kahit na na-blacklist ako ng DPWH. Ganun po ba? You tell me.
No, Your Honor. PICAB is also a quasi-judicial body. And we do a lot of investigations, and we also resolve a lot of cases.
Investigation siguro sa mga maliliit, pero kapag mga malalaki na kagaya nito, wala ho kami naririnig. Bakit 15 po sila na nagkunsabahan, binulsa yung pera ng bayan, 1.3 trillion, wala tayong narinig. Ngayon, nandito kayo, nagpapaliwanag, sasabihin nyo, meron kayong quasi-judicial. Nasaan yung quasi-judicial? Bakit yung pinayagan nangyari? 2022 hanggang 2025, 3 years, engineer. Wala kayong ginawa, hindi nyo kinansela yan. Isang kumpanya, tatlo pa. Yung isang may-ari. Wala kayong ginawa. Ngayon, pinapakita yung sa amin dito na meron kayong ganito, meron kayong nasaan yun sinasabi mo? 3 years.
I understand very well your concerns, Your Honor, and I appreciate that very much. However, PICAB does not play any part in the implementation of the project.
I'm not saying part of the implementation. Yung pag-apply lang at engineer ng license. Kasi pag na-blacklist yung... Ganun naman ho, hindi nyo ba alam na ganun ang kalakaran ngayon? Or you don't have any idea na pag na-blacklist itong kumpanya na ito, gagamit ng ibang kumpanya o magbubukas ng ibang kumpanya. Alam nyo ho ba yun? Hindi. You know that, right?
We hear that every now and then, Your Honor.
You hear that, but you don't investigate. Na pag na-blacklist ng DPWH o ng kung anong ehensya, papalit ng pangalan or tatayo ng pangalan para makapasok ulit.
Actually, Your Honor, when a company is blacklisted by any government agency, then we actually suspend their licenses.
Well, hindi ko maintindihan na engineer, wala naman po na suspend sa 15 na yan eh, di po ba? Wala ho kayo, hindi ko alam kung nagtatanga-tangahan kayo, hindi nyo alam trabaho, o natapalan lahat ng mga mata ninyo ng salapi. Kaya ho ganon. Balikan kita mamaya, Mr. Chair. I'd like to go to direct this question to Ms. Zara Diskaya. So ma'am, nung mablacklist po isang kumpanya nyo, ganun po ba ang SOP ninyo? Magtayo na lang ng ibang kumpanya para makasali, kaya dumami ang kumpanya nyo? Or kaya kayo nag-apply ng mga lisensya dito sa PICAB ay para may maparentahan po kayo na mga lisensya po ninyo? Kasi napakadami po, Ms. Diskaya, yung inyong proyekto kung saan-saan na, daig nyo pa yung gobyerno. Imposible naman ho, yung equipment nyo rito, may equipment kayo dito, napakadami yung equipment. Tama po yung sinasabi ni Senator Tito Soto na sa isang lugar, napakadami yung equipment, sa iba't ibang lugar. So, ano ang purpose na napakaraming kumpanya? What is that?
Sir po, yung ibang companies po, we've divested from those companies. So, I am directly lang with Alpha and Omega.
Vested.
Interjection, Mr. Chair, with the permission of Senator Erwin.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Salamat, Mr. Chair at Senator Erwin. Actually, when my time comes to question, ma'am, Ms. Diskaya, hindi lang po isa, hindi lang po 3 kumpanya tulad ng sinabi ni Senator Erwin. 9 na kumpanya ang ipapakonfirm ko sa inyo na actually, kayo at kayo pa rin po, kayo pa rin po ang may-ari. Salamat po, Senator Erwin, Mr. Chair.
Maraming salamat, Mr. Chair. Can I go to the Commission on Audit now, Mr. Chair, if they're here?
Before that, I think you need to also pursue that initial question you had with PICAB. Kasi we heard that PICAB, upon the direction of the President of the Philippines in connection with the identified 15 contractors in anomalous flood control projects, it triggered an investigation from your office. And I believe somebody told me that you communicated directly with the DPWH to be able to pursue investigation insofar as the 15 contractors are concerned. Did you not coordinate to the DPWH? And if you did, what was the coordination and what was the response made by the DPWH, if any?
Thank you, Your Honor. Actually, on August 18, our Executive Director, Attorney Matienzo, formally wrote to DPWH Secretary Bonoan requesting information on all infrastructure projects awarded to the 15 contractors that have been identified as having the most flood control projects nationwide. So we sought in our letter a list of all the projects awarded to these contractors, the status of project implementation, the findings from their...
You were referring to the 15 contractor subject matter of this inquiry?
Yes, Your Honor.
What was the reply by the DPWH, if any?
To this day, Your Honor, we haven't received any reply. However, we issued summons to the contractors, and we have been doing our own hearings, and we ask them or require them to file a verified answer within 10 days from the receipt.
Wait, you wrote to DPWH on August 18,
Yes,
and you
Your
did
Honor.
not receive any reply. You're
No.
seated beside the secretary of the DPWH. Did you ever ask him why no reply was ever given to your letter?
Well, Your Honor, in the interest of public service and expediency, we just went ahead with our investigation and summoned the 15 contractors. Not only the 15 contractors, but the other contractors that were mentioned by the President in subsequent...
But the information you were asking from the DPWS, I believe, are essential information. How can you conduct your investigation without waiting for the information that you sought in the first place?
At least, Your Honor, we did the preliminary hearings. There is a jump start to all of the hearings for the...
Okay, Senator Tulfo, proceed, please.
Mr. Chair, pinapaikot-ikot lang ho tayo nitong pick-up. Alam nyo, engineer, sinasabi ko ho kanina, yung sinasabi nyo, pinapatagal nyo, pinapaligoy-ligoy ninyo itong proseso na ito, pagtatanong, jumpstart yung mga sinasabi ninyo, DPWH umiiling, sinasabi na parang hindi pa nila natatanggap, and then suddenly you're telling us na gumawa na kayo ng aksyon? Is this correct? What I heard, you started communicating with the 15 contractors?
Actually, the day after the President mentioned the 15 contractors, we actually summoned the 15 contractors for investigation.
Okay. So, ongoing investigation.
Yes, Your Honor.
Anong siglo natin malalaman ang resulta ng investigation nyo? Kasi pag ang gobyerno ang nag-imbestiga, taon na binibilang. Baka retired na kami lahat dito, nandiyan pa kayo nag-imbestiga. When do we expect the result of that investigation?
Okay, Your Honor, for starters, we have preventively suspended their ARCC for flood control. So that means that they cannot bid for any subsequent flood control projects.
Hindi naman nila kailangan po magbidding dahil na kumita na itong mga ito eh. Yun lang ho, yung they cannot subsequent flood control projects, di na sila pwede magbidding. Dapat to, suspindihin nyo na ho lahat yan eh. Mismo ang Pangulo nagsabi, deficient yung kanilang mga proyekto, substandard, ghost project, ganun lang. Next flood control project pa sila suspendido. Ngayon hindi sila tanggalan ng lisensya. Kailan ho natin maririnig, engineer, na suspendido ang mga lisensya nila o kumpiskado ng mga lisensya nila? When will we hear that?
Your Honor, we are seriously investigating and conducting the hearings at PCAB, Your Honor. And
Do you have a time frame for that, Mr. Chair?
Yes, Mr. Chair, because we have to also realize and recognize that the contractors are also represented by counsel.
Kasi ang totoo niyan, hindi importante sa amin yung suspension or blacklisting. Ultimately, revocation ang pinag-uusapan dito eh. Kasi seryoso po ito eh. I would request my colleagues to also put in perspective ang hinahanap po natin dito yung mga ghost projects. So gusto ko pong marinig po yung mga tanong ninyo. Hanapin po natin sa DPWH. Kasi importante po ito. Kailangan nating ilagay muna sa umpisa. Bakit po yung ipinangako ng mga ghost projects na dapat sana ito yung ating sinusubaybayan ngayon, kagaya po ng aking opening statement. Ang iniintay po namin na hindi bababa sa 50 ghost projects. Sa listahan po namin, meron na po kami. Kaya lang, kagaya na sinabi namin, 2 lang po ang formally na inadmit ng DPWH na ghost projects. Kaya po nakaka-disappoint. Maybe...
Yes, Mr. Chair. I will just reserve some of my questions later to give way to the other senators here. But I have only one last question, Mr. Chair, for Mrs. Diskaya. Ma'am, sinabi ho ninyo, nag-divest na po kayo. Ano yung sabihin ng divest? What do you mean by that?
We are no longer part of those companies.
Okay. Kung hindi na po kayo part of those companies, how come you're still the chief operating officer, pati ang asawa mo sa ilang construction companies na ito?
Hindi po ako COO ng mga companies po.
Ma'am, you're under oath. Don't forget.
Opo, CFO po, pero hindi ako COO po.
Oh, COO. So, bakit po ikaw ang CFO pa rin kung nag-divest na po kayo, opisyal pa rin po kayo dyan?
Sorry, tumutulong lang po ako dun sa mga ibang companies po.
So you haven't, with the permission, you haven't completely divested all your interest in that
Before we
company.
continue, let me acknowledge the presence of Senator Rapi Tulfo.
Thank you. Answer. So you didn't divest totally? You're still the CFO according to you.
Opo, pero hindi po ako nagmamanage po ng mga companies na yon. Wala na po ako. Wala po ako dun sa ano.
Sorry. Naintindihan po niyo yung divestment. Kanino niyo po i-divest? Kasi po pag nag-divest kayo, there is somebody, doon niyo po isasalin yung pong inyong interest sa isang company. Kanino po nasalin? Nung mag-divest kayo, sino yung taong doon niyo i-divest po ang inyong interest sa korporasyon?
Katulad sa St. Timothy, kay Maria Roma ko binigay po yung aking
Sino siya?
shares.
Kamag-anak mo?
She's the niece of my husband.
Kamag-anak mo pa rin. Kayo pa rin. Kayo pa rin yan. Correct? Anyway, can I give my opening statement before I...
Go ahead. I'll just my next round of questions later to give way to our pro tempore.
Ikaw na.
Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Before that, marami nagre-request kasi I lost track of those contractors present here today. Comsec, can you please mention who are those contractors present here today?
Merong wawaw dyan.
Mr. Chair, point of information with the indulgence of the SP Pro Temp while we're waiting for the visuals. Okay. Pinag-uusapan kasi just now, no, na yung claim na nag-divest sa kumpanya ang pamilyang Diskaya, who by the way, pinangalanan ng Philippine Center for Investigative Journalism na King and Queen of Flood Control Projects dahil sa kanilang extravagant lifestyle. We have information na listed pa nga bilang beneficial owners sa disclosure ng St. Timothy yun na nga po, si Maria Roma Angeline Discaya Rimando. So they are still connected to those companies, Mr. Chair and SP Pro Temp. Bukod pa po sa idadagdag ko pang information mamaya, kaugnay ng interpellation ni Minority Leader, na hindi totoong nag-divest, at kung nag-divest man allegedly, hindi pa nila ginagawa yung iba pang mga requirements doon vis-a-vis, for example, the Securities and Exchange Commission. Salamat, Mr. Chair, SP Pro Temp.
Noted, Senator Risa.
Maybe
Proceed.
we can ask the COMSEC to mention those
COMSEC,
contractors present here today.
Can you repeat the names of the listed contractors present today?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Alex Abelido, President, Legacy Construction Corporation. Ms. Cesara Rowena Discaya, President, Alpha and Omega General Contractor Development Corporation. Ms. Maria Roma Angeline Rimando, Owner Manager, St. Timothy Construction Corporation. Mr. Alan Kirante, Owner Proprietor QM Builders. Mr. Ernie Bagao, Owner Proprietor EGB Construction Corporation. Mr. Eumir S. Villanueva, President, Top Notch Catalyst Builders, Inc. Mr. Lawrence Lubiano, President, Centerways Construction and Development, Inc. Ms. Aderma Angeli Alcazar, President and CEO of Sunwest, Inc. Edgar S. Acosta, represented by Mr. Edsel Marbella. Mr. Wilfredo Natividad, Owner General Manager, 888 Construction and Supply, Inc. Mr. Romeo Miranda, President, AMO Royal Crown Monarch Construction and Supplies Corporation. Mr. Alan Arevalo, General Manager, Wawaw Builders. Ms. Marjorie Samidan, President, MG Samidan Construction. Mr. Luisito Tiki, President, LRTK Builders, Inc. Mr. Ryan Willie D. Uy, Proprietor, Road Edge Trading and Development Services, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Proceed, Senator Jinggoy.
Thank you. I'll just read my opening statement first before I question our resource persons. Okay, thank you, Mr. Chair. Today, we once again tackle the issue that cuts to the core of public service: corruption in government infrastructure projects. Billions of pesos have been allocated for flood control and drainage programs intended to protect lives, properties, and livelihoods from the devastating effects of typhoons and flooding. Yet, allegations of padded contracts, ghost projects, and substandard implementation now cast doubt on whether these funds truly serve their purpose. Mr. Chair, please allow me to state this for the record. Ang sabi po ng iba, wala raw po akong karapatan na magtanong, magalit, o manindigan laban sa isyu ng korupsyon. My life and struggles are an open book. Pero ni minsan, hindi ako tumalikod sa kahit anong akusasyon o paratang laban sa akin. Hinarap ko hindi lamang kaso, kundi ang kaparusahan. At sa huli, ay napatunayan na wala po akong sala. This investigation is not about me. Huwag niyo pong ilihis ang issue. Sa ngayon, wala ni isang tao ang umaamin. Walang gustong managot. At kung pwede, lahat ay magpapalusot. This investigation is about transparency and accountability. Kung wala kayong kasalanan, magsabi kayo ng totoo, dahil kung hindi, sinisiguro ko na mananagot kayo hindi lamang sa batas at sa Senado, kundi sa taong bayan. Mr. Chair, if I may continue. Madam
Tapos
Discaya,
na yung 5 minutes mo. May opening ka pa kasi. O sige,
the news
pagbibigyan
report.
kita.
Madam Discaya, Sarah, it is common knowledge that you own 9 companies, namely St. Gerard, St. Timothy, Alpha and Omega, Elite General Contractor and Development Corporation, St. Matthew, Great Pacific Builders, YPR General Contractor, Amethyst Horizon Builders, and Waymaker OPC. Am I correct?
Yes po.
Hanggang ngayon, up to now, you own these 9 construction companies?
Yes po.
All right. Since you started securing contracts from the DPWH, since kailan kayo nag-umpisa? 2012?
DPWH?
Yes.
Yes po, 2012.
Pag-usapan muna natin yung 2022 hanggang 2025. Ilan na po yung naging projects nyo sa DPWH?
Marami na po.
Ilan nga?
I don't have
Mahigit
the figure.
400? Mahigit 500? Within the span of 3 years.
I don't have the figures po.
Estimate lang po, ballpark
Give me a
figure.
ballpark figure.
Siguro po mga 400 ganun. I'm not
Siguro.
I'm really not sure.
Okay.
I don't have the figures with me.
Sa loob, sa bawat taon, ilang bidding ang sinasalihan mo?
Marami po kaming sinasalihan na bidding.
All flood control projects?
No po.
Ano pa yung mga projects?
Buildings, kalsada,
Nationwide or only in Metro Manila?
nationwide po.
Nationwide. All right. Pero yung bulk ng mga projects na award sa ng DPWH, mostly sa Metro Manila. Am I correct?
Hindi po, sa probinsya po. Sa iba-ibang lugar.
No, the bulk of your contracts. Here in Metro Manila?
No po, outside Metro Manila ang
Where
marami.
outside? Where outside of Metro Manila?
We have in Romblon, Cebu, Bohol, Bacolod, Zamboanga. Hindi naman po kami namimili ng lugar.
Migos Project?
Wala po.
Sigurado ka?
Opo,
Kaya
definitely.
ka dahil pag meron kami ma-discover na may ghost project, pakukulong kita rito. Minimum totoo.
Wala po talaga.
Meron ka mga pictures na lahat ng mga proyekto ginawa mo?
Yes po,
Nasaan?
meron po kami.
Lahat ng mga 400 projects, meron kang litrato?
Yes po.
O i-submit mo rito sa committee.
Okay po.
Okay. Sa mga bidding na sinasalihan mo ng mga kumpanya mo, itong siyam na kumpanya, ilang beses kayo nanalo? At ilang beses, kung natatalo rin kayo sa
Actually,
bidding,
I
ilang
don't
beses kayo
have the
natatalo?
actual figures, pero sa panapanalunan, very minimal lang po talaga, mga 2%. Pero ang dami namin projects po na sinasalihan na bidding.
So, sa loob ng isang taon, pag nagbibidding isang kumpanya mo, halimbawa itong ano ba yun? Yung Alpha Phi Omega, ilang beses kayo nagbid sa isang taon at ilang beses kayo nanalo?
Madami po kaming sinasali. I really don't have the figures right now,
you know,
but I
if
can...
you come here, you have to come here prepared.
Yes
You do
po.
not come here unprepared. Alam mo, natatanungin ka eh. Ikaw sikat na contractor, papa-interview ka. Oh. You have to come here prepared.
Your Honor, I am prepared for the flood control projects that you are mentioning. I have the statistics of how many I bidded and how many I lost and how many I won.
Okay. You mentioned it to us right now.
You are asking her to relate the 400.
No.
Parang mahirap naman yata.
Hindi.
400.
In 2022, I bidded for 491 projects. This is just for the flood control, Your Honor.
How many projects for
491. 491. I joined the bidding. Po.
Oh.
This is in 2022. I only got 71 projects from the 491 na sinalinan ko po.
71 only. How many companies? Itong
This is
Sham?
just for Alpha and Omega
Oh,
po.
what about the other companies? What about the other 8 remaining companies that you own?
I don't have the statistics
Oh.
for that because I was only called as Alpha
Wait,
and Omega.
You admitted earlier when I asked you if you own these 9 companies and you answered in the affirmative. Right now I'm asking you kung ilan yung 71 flood control projects na napanalunan ninyo. Now you're only speaking in behalf of Alpha Phi Omega. Eh kanina sinabi mo ikaw may-ari ng Sham. Why can't you answer in behalf of the 8 remaining companies?
Kasi po, yun lang yung na-prepare po namin for today's hearing.
Oh, what about the representative of the other construction companies? Itong si Remando. Oh, how many? You're representing St. Timothy.
Good morning po, Mr. Chairman. For St. Timothy Construction po, we have 145 projects.
Flood control projects.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Since
Since 2022,
up to the present, as we speak, 122.
145.
Excuse me?
145, Mr. Chair.
Napanalunan, ang na-award sa inyo, 145 flood control projects. Napanalunan nyo yan.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So, all in all, dun sa 8 companies, ilan? Dun sa 9 companies, hindi nyo alam? Out of the 400, maybe, who can answer my question from the DPWH? Maybe they have the records there.
Mr. Chair, with the
Just
indulgence
for
of the
the
SP
record-
Pro Temp,
Yeah.
Yes, Senator Risa.
kaugnay nung pagtatanong ni SP Pro Temp sa ngayon, gusto kong makapag-flash ng screenshot po nung Sham na calling cards, nung Sham na kumpanyang iyon. Calling card po ni Mr. Curly Discaya, na asawa po ni Ms. Discaya. So, mag-asawa po, dapat alam po nila in greater detail itong mga kumpanyang ito. Ito po, Mr. Chair, SP Pro Temp. Siyam na calling cards nung siyam na kumpanya, lahat sa pangalan ni Pacifico o Curly Discaya. So dapat po mas alam po, both ni Ms. Sara Discaya at Ms. Roma Discaya Rimando, ang mga detalye na tinatanong ni SP Pro Temp. Salamat, Mr. Chair at SP Pro
Thank you,
Temp.
Senator Risa. Okay, for the record, yung may-ari ng St. Gerard Construction, nandun yung pangalan ng asawa mo, Pacifico Discaya. Okay? Doon sa St. Timothy, sino may-ari ng St. Timothy? Ikaw si Remando, no? Kamag-anak mo si Discaya, correct? Sabi mo, pamangkin mo. Tama? And who is this Maritoni Miligrito, the owner of Elite, general contractor? Who is this? Answer.
Pinsan ko po, Mr. Chair.
From the left pocket to the right pocket. St. Matthew. Nandito yung asawa mo, Pacifico Discaya. Great Pacific. Oh, ikaw, nandyan ang pangalan mo, oh. Si Sara Rowena Discaya. Kaya hindi mo mapapagkaila, eh. YPR General Contractor. Nandito rin ang pangalan mo. Miss Sara, alam mo, huwag ka magsisinungaling, ha? Amethyst Horizon. Sino si Amethyst Horizon? Sino si John Brian Eugenio? Who is he? Sagutin mo, Miss Rimando.
I didn't know, Mr. Chair.
Madam Sara.
He's one of our employees.
Oh, dami. Waymaker. Sino si Gerald William Discaya?
He's my eldest son.
Okay. Alpha Phi Omega, yan, asawa mo. So, you confirm, lahat ng siyam na yan, ikaw ang may-ari. Tama?
Part owner po.
Part owner. Okay. Kaya nyo ba talaga pagsabay-sabayin yung mga construction, mga proyekto ninyo? paano nyo nagagawa ito?
Yes po, we have sufficient employees naman that can carry out and execute the project.
Okay, ilan ba yung mga empleyado ninyo?
In the office po, mga 200 plus.
Sabay-sabay kayong naawardan ng kontrata ng DPWH. Alam mo, nakakapagtaka dahil kayo lagi nakakuha ng DPWH contracts, ha? Sino ba talaga sa DPWH ang nagbibigay sa inyo listahan ng mga projects for bidding? Turo mo na.
Wala po akong knowledge po.
Talaga? Ba't
Yes,
nakakapagtaka dahil yung siyam na construction companies nyo, yun ang laging favored, kumbaga, sa bidding. Kasi ang balita ko, isa kayo sa mga una nakakita at nakakapili ng mga projects. Bago pa mabuo ang National Expenditure Program, yung tinatawag natin na NEP. Parang menu lang sa restaurant na nakaka-order kayo kagad. Sino ang point person nyo sa DPWH na nagbibigay sa inyo ng informasyon na ito, o para sa inyo, ito para sa kanya? Sino?
Sir, wala po akong nakakausap po.
Wala kang kilala sa DPWH?
Wala po.
Hindi kami maniniwala niyan, wala kayong kilala sa DPWH.
Meron ako yung mga engineer, yung mga district engineers, tsaka...
Yun mga pala eh. Sino yung mga district engineer na nakilala mo?
Pero hindi po sila nagbibigay ng project po sa akin.
At tinatanong ko, wala naman ako sinasabi sa'yo kung nagbibigay sila ng project. Sino ang kakilala mo sa DPWH?
Sila, mga DE po. DE ng...
Sabi mo, sino?
Teka sandali. DE ng Laguna,
sino
DE
nga?
ng...
Banggitin mo yung pangalan.
I can't remember their names kasi I don't transact on behalf of the
DE
companies.
ng Laguna, sino pa?
DE ng Bulacan, DE ng...
Is he here? Nandito ba? Yung DE ng Laguna, DE ng Bulacan, nandito ba?
DE ng Bulacan nandito.
Okay, paano nyo nalalaman ang mga projects for the bidding? Sino ang nagbibigay ng listahan sa'yo?
We don't have a list.
Naka 6 minutes ka na, erap.
Okay,
I don't have a list po.
Interjection, Mr. Chair, with the permission of the SP Pro Temp.
Okay.
On
On the DPWH na binanggit po niya, Mr. Chair.
Okay.
Salamat, Mr. Chair, SP Pro Temp. Dahil natatanong po ni SP Pro Temp ang DPWH din in connection sa mga diskaya. I wonder, Mr. Chair, kung natignan na po, nasilip na po ng DPWH, kung may practice ang mga diskaya companies ng pagpapahiram o pagpaparent out ng lisensya nila para mag-force multiply sa capacity nila. Para kahit 200 lang daw ang staff sa opisina, kaya nilang mag-implement ng 491 projects or 71 projects, 145 projects in any 1 year. I wonder, Mr. Chair, kung nasilip na po yun ng DPWH.
Incidentally, Senator Risa, you are the next interpellator, so you may want to continue with your 5 minutes. Thank you.
Will do. Thank you, Mr.
Pinatapos
Chair.
mo na ba ako, Chair? Okay. One last question, if I may. One last question, Mr. Chair, Senator Risa. Madam Diskaya, saan nyo ba kinukuha yung mga coaching imported, mga luxury cars? Dito, local? Local dealer o sa abroad?
Freebell Enterprises tsaka yung isa Auto Art.
Dito, sa Pilipinas?
Yes po.
Hindi ka nag-import?
No po.
Dito, may dealer ng mga
Yes po.
Rolls-Royce. May dealer ng Rolls-Royce
meron
dito.
po.
Ano pa yung mga ibang luxury cars mo?
Yung anong tawag dito, yung Cadillac and the GMC.
Cadillac Escalade, ganon?
Yes po.
Oh.
The GMC. Yun lang.
Sinong dealer?
I mentioned earlier, Freebell Enterprises and Auto
Sa
Art.
lahat ng kotse mo, yun ang mga dealers mo?
Dalawa lang sila
Dalawa
po.
yung dealers mo?
Yes
what,
po.
What other luxury cars do you own?
Yung iba dito na, the Maybach. Dito
Maybach,
ko na binili.
Mercedes.
Yes po. And then, yung iba, dito na rin yung Range Rover.
Bentley.
The Bentley dito na rin po.
Paano kayo nagka-interest sa kotse? Bakit? saan nyo gagamitin yung 28 kotse na luxury cars? Araw-araw gusto mo
Collection.
palit ng kotse?
No, I have 4 kids that use it all the time for them to
Oh,
be
4
taken to
kids
school.
lang. O, bigyan mo tig-isa, pero 20, ilan yun? 20 ka mo? 28?
28, opo.
My God. And you bought that from the taxpayers' money?
No po. Hindi po.
Huwag na tayo
That
maglokohan
would be-
dito.
Let's allow our people to decide on that anyway.
Just
Senator Risa, sorry nagkamali ako.
Chairman,
Si-
just the two names of the dealers. Dealer ako ng kotse, kaya ako alam yan eh. Sino yung dalawa? Pinagkukunan mo ng luxury cars?
Free Bell Enterprises
Ha?
and Free Bell Enterprises
Free Bell.
and yung isa Auto Art.
Auto Art.
Yes po.
Okay. Thank you.